Wrapping up our spiritual decluttering series. Today we're going to look at translating your spiritual path to people that are unfamiliar with it. So what I'm going to do is use an example from an earth-based spiritual path. So an earth-based spiritual path typically will celebrate the moon cycle, so the new moon or the full moon. These moon rituals are called esbats. During an esbat, a coven or a group of people will gather under the full moon to do spell work and talk to the divine, and then they celebrate at the end with cakes and ale or food and drink. So listen to both of these descriptions. Oh my gosh, we met with my coven last night, had the most amazing esbat around a bonfire. Oh, we did the cone of power. It was so incredible. And then we had cakes and ale. Oh, it was epic. Now, here's the same description, but translated so pretty much anybody can understand. Oh my gosh, a group of my friends and I had the most amazing bonfire last night. And, I prayed to God and it was so incredibly amazing. And I could feel that my prayers were set in motion and I am so excited for what's to come. And then afterwards we celebrated and we had the best Chardonnay and cookies ever. So I essentially said the exact same thing, but translated it in words that everyone can understand. Now, every spiritual path or religious sect has their own lingo or dialogue and special words that they use to describe certain practices in their faith. Now, this is one of the easiest ways to make faiths more approachable is to translate that from the special lingo into just everyday language. And that way, when you're saying something like, oh my gosh, we had the best esbat with my coven, that's got a lot of trigger words in it. And especially if somebody doesn't know what a word is, oftentimes they're going to be like, well, shit, what is that? I don't even know what that is. Sometimes people get on the defensive, or sometimes people feel a little bit like, oh, I don't, and then so they start to deflect and maybe they start to change the subject and whatnot. And so translating what your spiritual practice is in layman's terms, it makes it so much easier to start constructive conversations. So I hope that you've loved this series. Please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see more of in this particular series. Follow for more.